Alex.
So, one of the things that we need to do is take this interior out so that we can get to stuff like the fuel pump, the gas tank, the fuel lines, etc. So, while we're not up at shop, we're gonna start disassembling the things that we can disassemble here. So, let's get started.
Take two.
I don't got a whole lot of room here.
Do you need some help?
I don't know.
So, quick question. How much weight reduction we get with this?
All of it.
All of it?
Like 4,000 pounds.
Do you plan on putting it back in?
Maybe. I don't know.
To be determined.
We have to do all the work, and then I guess it depends. It depends if we need a back seat or not. If we need a back seat, then we'll put it back in.
Nice talking with you. I'll come help you. So now the back seat's out.
Now the back seat's out.
All right, what's your next step?
Just to make it easier, just in case, I'm going to go ahead and pull out this as well.
What is this?
Sorry, the trunk carpeting. I'm going to take out some of this. I'm going to take out this one's already missing. I don't know what you would call it. So
Side panel, back bumper panel, side
let
carpet.
let us know down in the comments what you should call it. But this piece, there's only one side left on. The other side was already taken off. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to take off this carpet, take off some of the insulation in there so that it's easy access just like that is now.
What color is that?
Black.
I don't think so.
No, it's no.
How'd that get out of the car?
I pulled it out.
Hey, you have no toolkit.
I don't need it.
What's all this?
Don't need it.
So what do we have left? It's a little dark. Intermission. We'll be right back. There we go. Let there be light.
Let there be light.
So she's empty. No side pieces, whatever you guys decide to call them.
Whatever, yeah, right.
No spare tire.
There's little
No
clips.
tools.
Like all this electrical is held in by little zip tie clips. So I would take that out, but that seems like a lot of work.
Not really necessary, right?
Now, it is the next day. I'm going to take this up to shop and I'm going to work on pulling the engine out, draining all the fluids, cleaning the engine bay, getting it ready for a V12, and pretty much continue the progress along. So let's get started on the part 2. So it is loud in here because the interior delete and all the insulation. But I had decided it was a good idea to not have a bunch of gas in this just in case we had to drop the gas tank or anything. And I don't know if I'm gonna make it. We made it. And we already put it on the lifts. So we got to raise this thing up, start draining fluids, and then it should be ready to start disconnecting wires, disconnecting anything like the air filter, disconnecting hoses. We should be pretty much ready. And then as soon as we get all that disconnected, we drop it through the bottom and we cram the other motor in. So, super excited.
Is it gonna fit?
It will fit.
It will fit?
It will fit.
Will it fit?
It will fit.
You doubt it?
I doubt it. I
thing's a big engine.
Big
Tiny
engine.
car.
Most of the electronics are disconnected. A lot of extra bolts and things that hold it in still have been loosened, and it's basically going to be dropping the subframe from here. We've got computers, cords, wires, hoses, no radiator, no fan. We got the wheels off. Pretty much ready. So what all have we accomplished today?
We got the straight 4 out of the way. We're getting this back over there to get it under and hopefully mount it up.
Hopefully. We got to make sure everything's right and everything bolts up before we throw this over there and try to cram it in. Let's do it.
Yep.
So we just put everything where it should be and nothing works. Nothing lines up. No mounts are right. I mean, it does fit. The engine and the transmission will fit in the engine bay, but the engine mounts aren't even close. The trans mounts aren't even close. This thing is just an engine on a stand that we now have to figure out how to mount it in there. And I mean, nothing at all lines up. The steering rack, the oil pan, the subframe, it's all in the way. Nothing's going together. Nothing's going right now. Here's the engine mount, and then here's the actual bracket for it. Nowhere close. And right here is the bracket for the transmission. Not even close. Here's the other side. Engine mount. Engine mount. Right here's the oil pan. We got our steering rack. All this empty space where it's supposed to be, but it has to go up front and not back here. So we've got a lot of mathing and a lot of figuring out to do, because I mean, none of it works. We have to make everything now from scratch. So we're working on building these plates right here to actually mount the engine and put it up in here. And this is our solution to the it won't go in problem. So once we get those motor mounts done, the next thing is going to be the trans mounts, which are right here. Trans mounts up to here. And everything should go relatively solid as long as we get these mounts right. Like this one right here. So we're gonna drill a hole and then put the actual rubber mounts right through that. Just like this one. Drill a hole, mount. We're probably gonna put a plate or something here to raise it up. The subframe mount just ripped. It's supposed to look like this. But we got all of these mounts put together. These are our mock-ups. And it bolted, I'm gonna come over here. It bolted up pretty well until this broke. And then we were gonna have it reinforced because it's only tacked together. But everything was going pretty well until this.
What day is it?
It's putting the engine in day.
Let's go. What are you doing? What is
I
this?
just
Take
chopped.
this. Here we go.
There was a bracket right here. Just chopped that off.
There it is.
Took some spray paint just to cover the bare metal so it doesn't rust.
Now what?
Deleting throttle cable.
So what happened?
It's not coming off.
Bro gave up. What's she doing in here?
I'm just looking.
Sorry. What happened?
Steering shaft's in the way.
You got it. Come on. Speed run. What's going on?
It fits, kind of.
So what are you working on right now?
These don't have enough room to be pushed in and clear the frame rails, so we have to take them off.
But it fits?
It fits.
What's going on, boss?
Mounting
Mounting what?
the engine.
That thing?
That thing. Just that thing.
But what's this?
My motor mounts.
Your what?
My motor mounts.
Why the hack pucks?
Shh.
So, before, they thought they needed 2 hockey pucks, but then they need uno hockey puck. We'll show you progression. It's one big boy. I see you.
They said it wouldn't fit.
Took some work, but it fit.
It took no work.
Come
We
here.
just threw it right in there. It took seconds.
So let's tell them where we are.
We're on day 2 right now.
We're not on day
It's-
2.
It's in the car.
Like day 200.
We had a little issues with our homemade motor mounts. The motor mounts themselves actually ran into right here. These old sway bar mounts that are crusty, dusty, rusty, musty, all of the above. Dr. Seussing it out here.
Literally.
So this one was fine, but the other sets of them, the other side for sure, and then the bottom mounts are being worked on. And then tomorrow we're gonna come back and bolt up our plates and our mounts and bolt up the subframe and bolt it up to the car and see where it sits.
So it is the last week that I have access to this shop, and I need to hurry up and finish everything that I'm working on. That way I can get it up on a trailer and bring it somewhere else to work on it. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it all done in time, but I'm hoping I can, and I'll show you guys what we're working with.
So this man named Joe Weber said you put a V12 in your car, and that's against the law. Is this true?
No.
So it was you.
That was him.
Oh. Hey guys, it's Grace, and my cameraman today is Joe. You didn't even show yourself. And today is the day we take home this boy. And under the car we have Alex.
I know, you see.
And right now he's finishing up mounting the transmission, and then we're gonna take some zip ties, zip tie all the hanging bits, right? Not these ones, those ones down there, and some hoses. We're gonna zip tie those all up, and then we got Joe and me and Alex. We're gonna put on the trailer and take her home.
Move it a little bit. She's on the ground.
Grounded. We got it.
Bag secured.
How do you feel about it?
It's a car.
Still a car, but a faster one.
What? What are you doing?
What is this? Mopowa? Mopowa?
Fist bump.
Oh. Talk!
We're all speechless. We somehow got it here.
She's home.
Finally.
What do you have to say?
It's time to eat.
What else?
We're exhausted.
What's next?
making it run
When's that happening?
tomorrow. The next video.
That's what we're saying.